Ooh! Ooh! What? What? What just happened?
Good morning, everybody. We are back in Georgia where it looks like summer, but thankfully still feels really fantastic. Feels like spring. The high today is like 72 and it's going to be completely cloudy. So I slept in a little bit after getting in late last night from our trip, but we're back on the pine snake grind. I'm going to hit it hard today. For the rest of the day, mostly walking around in habitat and flipping tins. A ringneck and a red-bellied snake. 2 ringnecks. Check the bottom layer here. Oh, and there's another ringneck over there. There's the red belly. There's one ringneck. There's another ringneck. That's kind of ridiculous. 4 snakes under this one piece. That's definitely the snakiest flip I have ever had in this area. Normally, this is a very difficult area to even find 1 snake, much less 4. But we'll just gently lower this back down. He's got plenty of space, so he's not going to be pinched. And we'll continue flipping. Hey, Eraser. Hey, buddy. Relax. Relax. I am friend. It's been a pretty slow flipping day. The first couple things we flipped were good. And then this last piece has had a racer under it, but other than that, not much in the way of snakes today, especially bigger snakes. This is the only non-fossorial I've seen.
Ooh! Ooh! What? What? What just happened? Oh my god! What a double! What even is that? Scarlet snake coach whip double rock? What? I cannot! I cannot! That is stupid. That's the stupidest rock I've ever flipped in my life. That is definitely the most ridiculous rock flip I've ever had in Georgia. We have a beautiful northern scarlet snake and a coach whip that's unfortunately in shed. I'm guessing this is probably the same coach whip I found nearby in October. I cannot believe that just happened. My brain was just completely overridden by, I don't even know, I probably said some stupid stuff right after that, because, I mean, I've never flipped a rock and just been shocked at what I saw like that. I didn't know what to grab first. I just saw the scarlet snake tail go, oh my god, I got pooped on. Just realized that. But I just saw the scarlet snake tail going down the hole, and I didn't even realize this was really a coach whip until I had it in my hand. I just saw a big snake and then a tiny colorful snake disappearing. That was nuts. It's kind of crazy that this thing is this beautiful in shed. Look at this, like, just blue coloration on it. That's so odd. Its belly is just like beautiful turquoise blue. Coach whips, man. Coach whips. That is so sick. I think this probably is the same snake I found here in October, but he hasn't grown much, and it looks like he's only gotten darker, which, I mean, he is in shed, but even still, he's so dark. All right, I'm gonna get a photo of this guy real quick, let him go, and then we'll look at the scarlet snake. That is ridiculous. First Piedmont coach whip of 2025. I can't get over the blue on this thing. I feel like I've seen a lot of in-shed coach whips, and I've just never seen that just stunning blue. Maybe my eyes are just blinded by love, but that is so cool. I mean, his tail on the underside back here is white, but then when you get closer to the head, let's see if I can get him where I can actually see it. Closer to the head, it's just bright blue. That is so cool. White on the back half, blue on the front half. All right, dude. We'll get you back under your rock. And here's our scarlet snake. That's probably pretty thankful that that coach whip's in shed and not hungry, because I don't think he would really think twice about slurping this guy up if he was freshly shed and looking to eat. But that is such a beautiful scarlet snake. I think that's the first one we flipped under a rock this year, too. Very, very cool. Just such a pretty snake with that bright red, bright stark white, orange neck band. It's just perfect. What an animal. It's just as exciting as flipping a milk or a scarlet king. God, that's just such a nice scarlet snake too. And it's big. I mean, this is about as big as I regularly see them. Of course, they do get bigger, and the ones in Florida seem to get a lot bigger than this, but at least around here, that's like the max size that I see with any regularity. All right, buddy, back to your rock. Stay away from that coach whip. Well, it wasn't the worst day. Not a ton of snakes, but we did have that one ridiculous flip that I still just can't believe that. Just seeing either a coach whip or a scarlet snake under that rock would have made our day, but getting both at the same time is just, it's just goofy. But yeah, decent first outing back, and I'm really looking forward to what the rest of the week has to offer. So I'm gonna wrap today up here, and I will see you guys in the morning. Ugh, that's not what you like to see. Good morning, everybody. We are back in pine snake habitat today. It's very lush and green out. A lot of rain overnight, so the grass is wet, but the air is dry for the time being. It's humid, but it's not raining anymore, so hopefully we'll be able to get in at least a few hours of herping today. We're going to flip some tin, hike some habitat. You guys know the drill, and hopefully we'll see some snakes. Let's get to it. A timber.
Really?
Yeah, under a log.
Oh, he's a cute little one.
Yeah, he's very pretty. Very, like, pretty in a dull, muted way.
Oh, he's nice, yeah.
Man, I'm finding timbers under logs this spring, I guess. That's like the second or third time that's happened. Very pretty little kind of grayscale timber. I guess this guy's probably going into shed, and that's why he's kind of darker, but still a sharp-looking snake. Very nice start to the day. That is really cool to see. This is actually, I was just telling Richard, this is the first one of these I've ever found in habitat at this spot that wasn't either associated with tin or crossing a road. I've seen a lot of them in this area, but this is the first one I've found just walking around in habitat here, despite spending a lot of time at this spot. So, but a nice looking snake. We got some photos. We'll cover him back up and continue on. All right, buddy, we're gonna gently lower your log, give Richard his hook. And we're gonna just cover you back up like that. Similarly to yesterday, it looks like summer out here, but it feels fantastic. It's humid, it's cool. The high's in the mid-70s, so it will warm up nicely eventually, but right now it just feels fantastic. Oh, timber.
Oh, really?
Yep. Way too close to my fingies again.
Ooh,
It's very pretty.
oh,
Timber number 2. All right, well, this guy wasn't quite as chill as the first rattlesnake, and he popped into defensive posture pretty quickly. But we're getting a few quick picks, and then we'll just let him slide back under his tin. Second rattlesnake of the day, also under a kind of unassuming piece of tin. This tin never really produces very much. That might actually be the first snake I've ever found under it. 2 rattlesnakes in, though, and it's still really early. All right, buddy. I'm just going to pull you back down to your tin. No need to be defensive. There you go. Do you recognize where you were at? Yes, you do. There you go, bud. This place encapsulates natural North Georgia so well. You get the pine-studded ridgetops, steep, lush ravines, and just very, very rugged terrain, which is usually pretty tough to find snakes in. Well, that's not a super common sight here either. Nice box turtle. Look at that. What a handsome guy. We'll just leave him right there. Always love to see him. And really, truthfully, I do not see a lot of these here at all. A racer. Almost didn't see that guy at first.
He's so small to be so solid black already. Just get a voucher of you, and then I'm gonna get a look at you. Theoretically. Hey, buddy, come here. Come here. There we go. That is the first snake I've ever found under that. Look at how silky and beautiful this guy is. Ugh, he pooped on me. Did you just shed? You must have just shed. Goodness. What a sharp snake. I might even take a photo of this guy. Man, that is a sharp looking racer. He is so velvety. Has to have just shed either today or very recently. I'm surprised it wasn't under there with him. Alright, I do think I am actually going to take a quick camera photo of this guy because he is just so sharp looking, and I really don't photograph a lot of racers just because of how common they are. But this one is fantastic. Do you want to go back under your tin? There we go. Alright, last time we checked this, we had a timber under it, so I'm hoping we have at least one under here again today. Maybe a different one. Oh, two. All right. My wish came true. Nobody down there, just these two. Oh my goodness, that bigger one is beautiful. Beautiful pinkish colors. And I think that smaller one's the same one we saw with Kyle a couple weeks ago. Very, very cool. These two are getting a little grumpy, so we're gonna leave them to it, but very, very cool. Double flip. Big timber rattlesnake hanging out with a more normal sized timber rattlesnake under this sheet of tin. Another one. Are you kidding me? They're under everything. I didn't see him at first. Hey, buddy. You want to hang tight for me and let me go get my camera? What on earth? So that is our 5th timber of the day. Kind of ridiculous. Definitely the most common snake we've seen today. Number 5 and the first snake this sheet has ever produced. That's a good start. Hopefully there will be more to come later this season. We still have a couple more pieces though, so I'm going to hike into the next spot. Timber rattlesnake number 5 for the day. Well, as usual, it was a workout to get up to this piece, so hopefully there will be something under it to make the climb worth it. Last time we checked it, there was nothing. Hey, there we go. Oh my goodness, what? God, that thing is beautiful. Holy crap. Giant king snake under the timber tin? Look at its neck, it's so cracked out. Holy crap. Oh my God, look at its head. Hey, come here. Yes, twitch your way over to me. Hello. Oh my goodness. Wow. That is kind of a ridiculous king snake. Dude, come here. Or dudette. I think that might be a dudette. Just a fantastic big female. She is so gorgeous. Look at that yellow. Look at the speckling. Look at the speckling on her neck. Oh my goodness, you are amazing. I wish you would sit still for half a second so I can appreciate you. Wow. You are fantastic. I'm so sorry to bother you, but I can't believe that. That is amazing. What a fantastic, cleanly patterned, just super healthy adult female king snake. Honestly, feels like she might even be gravid already and is potentially just gestating under this tin. King snakes come up out of brumation pretty early, so it wouldn't be too surprising for her to be gravid going into the end of April and the beginning of May. It does look like she is pooped just now. That's fantastic. Very, very lovely. The flies are going to love that, as if the musk wasn't enough already. Lovely creatures, king snakes. She is kind of going into ball mode on me. We'll get a couple quick pics and let her go back under the tin. What a fantastic snake. And once again, nice to get something I can actually get my hands on, because it's been a lot of rattlesnakes today.
The amount of flies this thing has attracted in the few minutes I've been photographing it is kind of ridiculous. It's wild how good these things are at attracting flies, but I'll let her go back under her tin. Very, very happy to get a king snake on the day. It took the better part of the day to find one too. They're not really common in this area, although we do have a couple more things we're gonna check that I've found them under before, so there's a chance we could get a couple here at the end. Well, today has been kind of crazy, but I'm not particularly surprised due to the nature of today's weather. We've had pretty much blanket clouds all day, and now the sun's just peeking out a little bit in the afternoon. It's still wet from recent rain. Just a perfect spring day in the woods to be finding a lot of snakes. And really, we didn't find that many snakes. Just the ones we did find were exactly what we were hoping to see. So, well, maybe not everything we were hoping to see, of course, but, you know, any day with any kind of timber rattlesnake action is a very good day in my opinion. So, got a few more things to check on the way back to the car and then a few things to check on the way home, but I think we'll probably be wrapping up here relatively soon. All right, copperhead board has yet to produce anything this year. Let's see what it's got today. There he is, right on time. And full of mouse or something. Old copperhead board is back at it again with the big copperhead. Long time no see, big guy. Man, this guy is just so girthy and recognizable, and he's got a massive meal in him right now, so he's extra big. What a beefcake. Man, it's nice to see this guy. I flipped this board a couple times this year, really hoping to see him, and was very disappointed to not find him. And honestly, I'm not even 100% sure this is the same snake. He's got a couple of distinct scars. You can see there's one there and one there that I don't remember. But otherwise, it's a pretty distinct looking big spotted copperhead, so it's probably the same guy. I'll have to double check and confirm that, but almost certainly the same snake we've been seeing for a couple years now under this board. We've got a good working relationship though. Don't want to scare him off, so I'll just gently lower his board and we'll probably call it a day at that. Really great way to end a fantastic day.